I'm a strong female athlete and a crucial component to my team. Signs of that coming sure. Last night, destroy!
Yeah, Jamie and I play dodgeball weekly for a number of seasons in a row. Currently, we play with the CSSC in a Rec Plus league. And our current team name is the Fresh Prince of Ball Air, but we change that every season, so it's always hard to remember. Well, we went into the game knowing that what the result was going to be.
Yeah, we were gonna crush them.
Yeah, we are definitely at this point #1 in the league, and they were number next to last. I'm pretty sure this is our 15th or 16th season.
Yeah,
and
together
it's got to be
with
your
you
like
guys.
10th.
Yeah, close to. I mean, yeah, on and off.
Yeah.
Close to 10, yeah.
So it's hard to compete with that much experience, skill, and power. Yes, we beat a team that we were supposed to beat. Yes, good job, Jamie. But more impressively is when we were playing King's Court against everybody, including our team. I definitely went through the entire lineup,
Oh, you're
making
totally right.
catches.
I also did.
Yeah, but I'm the one who said it.
Are you guys competing about who is the best team player?
Yeah.
Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Battle Royale!
I would just like to recognize you. I would like to recognize you today for in your affirmation. When you said I am a female, I automatically was like, why is she affirming that? And then I was like, is she a tadpole? And then I was like, this is like a moment where a tadpole is like, I hope I'm going to be a boy. Or I hope I'm going to be a girl. And they're affirming their gender identity into existence.
That's what I did?
Yeah.
Did you now know you're a real woman?
Well, I don't know. We'll see if the affirmation comes true. None of us have evidence.
It's true.
You're right. None of the people in this room have evidence.
I'm like, well.
One of the items that I've chosen to add to our daily stand-up agenda is this concept of affirmations accompanied with evidence of those affirmations coming true. We are what we repeatedly say to ourselves and what we repeatedly do. The story that goes on in my mind is a reel of uninspected belief systems and assumptions and emotions, and can really be anything I want it to be.
I am a master of energy, a master conduit, and a master of movement, and signs of that coming true is taking on a new Qigong video this morning. Taught by a legit Asian person. So,
Whoa.
I know, step up, Len, I know, get out of the way. So, that was fun and nice and calming, and kind of a fun new morning routine. So,
Cool.
yeah, dude, legit. She's super Asian.
Enough of those counterfeit Asians.
We be sneaking up into your country.
Knock off
Just
ones,
like-
or
Knock off. Still picking out a good one out.
A good one. That's interesting language. I read like the 300 of them I fucking have, and I can never pick one. I'm like,
Just throw dirt at it.
I don't know, yeah. I sprinkle them like these pieces of paper. I just like fill them. The process that I follow as it relates to affirmations is when I catch myself, like affirmations are conscious and unconscious. When I catch myself in a repetitive, unconscious or now conscious belief system or statement or victimhood or something in my life, a complaint that's going on in my mind, I write that complaint down and I identify what belief system is behind that complaint. What must I believe about myself in order for that complaint to be true?
I start with what I know and I let what I know grow. Which is most of the time not very much.
the growing or the knowing?
The knowing. Oh, I'm a grower. For sure. For sure.
I'm a grower, not a knower.
That's our next company t-shirt.
Yeah, like we're making t-shirts, just so we all know.
Oh, we need an online store. This is
There, see, that's an example. We just started with something, and now something new has happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Every one of my team members, every one of the team members at Measurable Genius wants to be something when they grow up. And they want to fill their lives and color and flavor their lives with something meaningful and important to them.
It's not my video. It can't be.
Are you looking at Measurable Genius's minutes or my minutes?
Yes, Miserable Geniuses.
Oh, I'm posting them all on my page, so that's why.
I know, which is what I said to you the other day, and you said that the video, it doesn't matter because it's the video me minutes.
I didn't understand what you were asking me.
Okay.
What I said in
You're
response
right.
to you was correct. It was just the wrong response. You should be.
You just hair flick and leave the room.
Okay, so one of the things that we don't show a lot of in the video blog is the day-to-day computer work that goes into providing a help desk service to more than 250 end users.
So I know what you're talking about. Like Adam submitted a ticket about printers 11 days ago. Sitting in pre-process, no response, nobody got back to him. It was still less important than everything else that we were working on. So I got to him 11 days later, and maybe that's upsetting for him. But functionally, we've still gone from tickets down to less than C.
Yeah.
And those tickets that have closed have been higher priority tickets than any of those new ones. So now we're fucking up our SLA, but our resolve rate is going up.
And it's not just 24. We've closed far more than for the old highest priority ones.
And we've created new ones.
And we've created an influx, and it's still net gain against the debt on the board.
Yeah. I agree. I'll keep working on support. We'll just keep trying to catch up on it.
Yes, we're tackling a lot of those project-based initiatives to upgrade servers and improve the quality of infrastructure support and reduce risks and liabilities and try to prevent downtime and all that good stuff. And we have also found that because of the growth of our user base, we have had a significantly increased demand for service and support.
To do that. Because the visual builder's broken.
Yeah.
Until we fix the theme. So our next priority for him is I'm going to put on here just fix theme.
Yeah, we might want to contact the support board on the theme itself. They may be able to go into the back end and fix it for you.
Or give us an old version of the theme, because I can't download the old version. I can only download the new version, which is why we're either gonna fix the old theme, which I think is gonna be a mess, because we keep finding things,
Yeah,
and I don't want to just dig forever.
no.
Or just say screw it, put the new theme in. I'd like to test putting the new theme in and just see what happens.
Maybe just copy the whole site
Yeah.
onto your platform and try it.
That's what
Or
I'm
just
thinking. Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
At Measurable Genius, we developed a product lovingly named Jarvis, and it represents my effort to build a system that enables business owners and all of their employees to contribute to producing effective and useful and used documentation for things like process, procedure, role descriptions, etc. How do you organize that data in a way that your end users will consume it, who will use it? How do you give your employees the tools they need to do their job, meaning the documentation that's going to provide them with the instructions and the steps to do their job? So for all of our clients, we deploy this technology, we manage it for them, and we provide them with training and education on how to most effectively engage with the platform, get their employees enthusiastic about making incremental progress in the documentation and keeping that documentation up to date, and in the process of doing so, make everybody's job in that company a little bit easier every single day. And so today we get to spend some time with one of our clients, rolling out the first phase of training. And, we'll see how that goes.
What kind of food do you feel like getting today?
Fuck, I hate deciding what kind of food to eat. Okay guys, there's a Five Guys and a Fat Burger.
I don't know the difference.
I don't either. I've never been to a Fat Burger before.
Closest one.
Well, Five Guys is there. We're gonna do Fat Burger.
Okay.
Fat burger is exactly what it sounds like, in that they are fat burgers.
I don't know what that means. Okay, we collected meeting notes. We've cleared all of them up. We know they're clear. Now for each one, either Everett already knows and he can just schedule them, or he needs to get scope, and then the next step is send them the date the work will be done.
Okay, so now that we know that this is like a thing though, I'm gonna need help with you in the meetings to really push home the point that what you're saying is not.
I know, I already do that.
Okay.
So why are we walking in with the camera?
Because I'm famous.
Okay, good. As long as I'm not. We're good.
Oh goodness gracious.
Famous. Warren, I want you to look at this.
I also have this PDF in my email we can send at the end of the
I show up, and we do a meeting, and then we film it, and then my team looks at it, and then they make me these curriculums
How's your mom doing?
based on all the stuff we learned.
Is she?
Taught,
I,
learned, taught,
accidentally
based on everything I
deleted
teach.
the
So then the next time I come, I have a curriculum that I can ignore.
texting that was going on, and
All right,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So have you told anyone why we're here today?
We're gathered here today. Is it a funeral or a wedding?
It's a wiki.
I heard the wiki training.
You did?
I'm not sure what wiki is.
Right, so
Other
that's...
than Wikipedia is the only reference I know for a wiki.
Okay, that's awesome. The wiki, we refer to it as a wiki. Our product name for it is Jarvis. We're speaking to the idea that you can ask the computer anything about what goes on in the business and it will have an answer for you. That's the objective. What Jarvis is a system where I've basically laid out the different types of documentation objects that can exist. And we've identified that the power in documentation is actually in its searchability and in our ability to relate documentation items to each other. How can we make it easy for you to create processes in Jarvis in a way that they become searchable and relevant so that you can have a reasonable expectation that says if you're about to do a process, pull it up in Jarvis. That's the one thing I'm trying to get to, is like there shouldn't be a resistance to an employee to have a checklist next to them. The only thing that gets in the way of that is, where is the checklist? That's generally and then they're like, fuck it, I'll just try to remember. This is the power of Jarvis, okay? I have no idea what to do for payroll, or I do payroll twice a month and I'm doing 300 other things, so I always forget a step. All I need to do is here is type in payroll, and I find the payroll and time in lieu process, and I'm able to just bring up that document and follow this step-by-step checklist. Some people like to print these. I personally run an IT company and I print these and check them off, but you can pull it up on your screen and just find it. This is the most powerful part of this stage of Jarvis, is we're gonna take everything that you guys have already documented in the past, which are in Word documents on a file share, I'm sure of, or in a Google Drive or something, copy and paste them into here, and all of a sudden, by title and by content, all of that's gonna become searchable and organized in a set of results that you can basically identify immediately.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool.
Jen will get our next strategy meeting booked.
I will. This is
We
mine.
just need them to set up a
That's it. Episode 8 is over. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm gonna provide some tech support today. As an affirmation, Measurable Genius provides some of the greatest technical support on the planet, and it does so according to priority. So I'm gonna go focus on my highest priorities. Thanks for joining us. Like this video, share it with your friends. If you found something valuable, please comment below. We'll chat with you guys later.